Brian Adams, 98.7 WFGR, summer of 69. It's 7:30 straight down. Andy O and Dave Cackley has brought some of his co-workers from the big television station down.
That's right.
Catherine Berhendt's here. Hi,
Good
Catherine.
morning.
How are you?
I am doing well. Thank you so much for inviting me in this morning.
Well, it's great to have
fun.
you. I mean, I think about broadcasters in West Michigan, and when you think of icons, in quotes,
Oh my gosh. Icons
how
are
long have you
old
been
people.
at this?
You know what? I've been in Grand Rapids 26 years.
Holy
This
cow.
year. Yeah,
All right.
Can you believe it?
So get this.
What?
You've got 2 more years in West Michigan media than I do. That's a long time. I mean,
Wow, it's 50 years between, but oh my gosh.
Are you 20?
like a
You're
kid.
24
24,
here?
getting on 25.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. It's a long time to be in one market, and you've done some.
Yeah.
I mean, that's longevity. You must be doing something right.
You know what? I've been very fortunate. People have been so good to me, and I've had a lot of opportunities, and it has remained interesting to me, and
Yeah.
that must be how you feel too.
Yeah, I mean, it's home. I've
yeah.
never really wanted to go anywhere else.
Yeah.
I didn't have anything to prove in Detroit or anything like that.
Well, I
Yeah.
worked up in Cadillac, Traverse City before this,
Yep.
and that was real eye-opening experience. And then I also was lucky enough, I took some time off out of college and went to Washington, D.C. So I've
Ooh.
worked in very large, very small, and I'm really pleased to be here.
Right here in a
Yeah,
medium-sized town.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you know what? My family moved here. My parents were here. That was wonderful. Do either of your families
Yeah.
live here?
See, I'm,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm from like 20 miles south of here, so it's good to be able to do radio and do TV in an area where the people who you grew up with can see you and hear you. It's,
Yeah,
it's
that's
kind of a
kinda
cool
fun.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just a Sparta boy, so
Okay, see?
yeah, I'm just as native as they get. Over these 26 years, and I know you're kind of shy about this stuff
Yeah.
because you do a lot of work behind the scenes to help things out, like Camp O'Malley. I know is really important to you. Is it one of those things that's just a personal choice that you don't make a big splash every time you're out doing something to benefit?
Yeah, I don't. I
And that I'm not trying to put you on the spot. I don't want to make you feel
it's
uncomfortable,
very nice
but
of you to notice
Yeah.
because I am not, I don't flail my arms and
Yeah,
scream,
look at
here
me,
I
yeah.
am. Yeah, I'm not. That is not me. So thank you.
It's
do
uncomfortable,
things.
I know.
We have a really extreme privilege through our jobs. We get to identify the problems and challenges that exist,
Yeah.
the people who need help, and the opportunities there are to make a difference.
Yeah.
And I think we're foolish if we squander that opportunity by not, jumping in. And so I love it. I love those chances.
that's kind of why I wanted to have you down here, because I think the same way.
Yeah.
I really do. You just get so many opportunities to find out about a charity that needs a hand, or a kids organization that needs something to get done, or just a voice.
Yes.
That kind of thing. And that to me is better than the paycheck.
And sometimes you take things that are happening in your own life
Yeah.
and you find an opportunity to advocate for other people who may be experiencing that. For instance, my dad had Alzheimer's disease
Right,
very
I
young.
remember.
52.
I remember.
Died
gosh.
at 64. 12 years, 6 years in a hospital bed in my mother's living room. So it was a very unique journey for us. I saw it as an opportunity. We were fortunate in that journey to be able to care for him in our home.
Sure.
And, just give him a dignified end of life
Yeah.
experience that you would want for no one,
Right,
in terms of what he was going through. But I got very interested in long-term care and in Alzheimer's and how do other people go through this journey. And it was really neat. I mean, again, my dad teaching me lessons even when he didn't know. And
Sure.
what a great opportunity it was. That kind of stuff,
I love it.
Love that.
Yeah,
But
I do.
anyway, it's a
Which-
little heavy for,
Well,
early
not
morning
really. I mean, you know what?
conversation.
See, this is the thing with people on TV and radio. On radio, we're kind of here telling our life stories every day. I'm
Yeah.
talking about grandkids. He's talking
share a
about
lot.
Max. And then we got all this stuff. TV people kind of have a smaller box that they have
Right.
to fit in on TV.
Yes.
And I really think people ought to know the kind of work that you do off TV.
You're very nice.
Because you do incredible stuff. You're a role model to me.
Aw,
You
thanks.
really are, and I'm not joking when I tell you that. That's if I could do like you do, I did a good job.
Aw, that's so very nice.
You didn't think I knew all this stuff, did
He
you?
never says nice things
All right,
like that
let's
to
move
me.
on. Let's move on.
Speaking
I'm
of
not
good
comfortable.
jobs, yeah, she's getting a little uncomfortable. All right. Speaking of good jobs, you are spearheading a food drive right now.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about this.
Yeah, this is our 13th year of 13 Food for Families
Yep.
on WZZM 13 in 2013. Now,
See,
come on.
I told you the 13s were lining up today. It's even June 13th.
I know it's
Oh.
crazy.
know. I love it. But so we have been doing this. What we found is that during the summer months, when kids are home from school, families are responsible for more meals in the day. They rely on food pantries. The economy in Michigan has taken a dumper, and it's good. We're recovering. We're showing, wonderful signs of recovery. But a lot of we're going to be slower.
Yeah.
And so there are a lot of families that are suffering. Families that at one point would have thought to give to a campaign like 13 Food for Families.
Yeah.
They're now on the receiving end.
Isn't that something that you
Yeah.
see? I mean, it's the people that give the most to these food drives are
Yes.
the ones that are one paycheck away from being in line
Can
on the
I
other
tell
side
you,
of it.
It's absolutely true.
I know.
They pull up in their cars held together with duct tape, and a promise. And they are loaded down with food that they have gone to the store to buy to give to this because they want to help someone who's less fortunate.
It's barely less fortunate. That's
I'm
the thing.
telling you, I love it. Again, it's like just people are just fabulous.
They're miraculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so here we are restocking pantry shelves during these critical summer months.
Right.
We always think about giving during the holidays, and that's wonderful, and we should. But the summers are tough.
Yeah.
So we are trying to collect 200,000 pounds of food. People are coming into our parking lot to load up a Spartan truck out there, but you can also go to a Spartan grocery store. They're our partner. They've been our partners for 13 years in this. Same with Access, which is a local nonprofit that coordinates 100 food pantries in Kent County, but they're connected with, we serve 11 counties with this food.
No kidding.
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, so
That's
it's pretty
huge.
cool.
Now, yesterday was our first chance at this event at Family Fair.
Yeah, did you love it?
You know what? I got
You
put on
gave-
babysitting duty.
You provided moral support to the team while Craig and Matt and I ran around and got run over. J-Lo from ZZM runs over my toe. I'm wearing flip-flops, so I've been limping around now since yesterday afternoon. But that's okay. You do what you got to do to cheat and try and win, I guess.
Oh,
Did you cheat, Kevin?
I
Because-
didn't cheat.
he's calling J-Lo
I'm
a
just
cheat.
saying,
Oh, the
there
running
was-
over the foot
there
thing.
Were, yes.
Well, let me tell you, this is the supermarket sweep. You go to a grocery store, you get 5 minutes and a grocery list, and you run through the store grabbing items that pantries need most.
Yep.
And so there were, teams from ZZM and from Access, and
Right.
Country Fresh was there. They're big donors. And, of course, you guys were there. And it is a hoot.
It was fun.
You're wiped out after
oh,
5
yeah.
minutes. I did a little bragging because I've won it twice.
I know.
In the very few, I think we've done it for 4 years, and half of those times.
You ought to hear the trash
Yeah.
talk here.
Really?
Before
Oh,
the
since-
event,
yeah.
Matt and Craig are like, yeah, we got to beat TV13. We can't let Catherine win again.
Oh my gosh. Okay, but I am in charge of forming the teams from WZZM.
Yeah.
We have 5 teams.
Wow.
3 people. You have to have your hand on the grocery cart
Right.
at all times.
I
So when
have
you're
to
running,
admit, we didn't follow that rule
Oh, way to go.
all the time. We
Dave.
didn't. I have to admit, yeah.
Okay.
See what I work with?
I got Stanton Tang as our news director.
Right.
Have you
Yep.
ever met Stanton?
Yeah, of course.
He's a thinking man.
Yes.
He is.
Okay, and then I took this new guy up in sales, Nate Cruz.
Good guy.
Good guy.
Nate's a very
I'm
good man.
thinking this is the thinking
Right, yeah.
man's team. We've got, substance over probably speed.
But what you
That's- see,
forgot,
that's
they
the
were men in a
problem.
grocery store.
Yeah, exactly. We
So all
don't
they
know
grabbed
what
was
they're
beer
doing.
and pretzels.
So I did a little recon in the store because they've redone. It's the Lake
Yeah.
Michigan Drive Family Fair store. It's been redone.
Nice
so
place.
I did a little recon to go out and see where everything was. You did it too, I'm sure.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, so I had a plan and I laid it out for the fellas. The plan went in the dumper in the first aisle. A fight broke out in the peanut butter and jelly aisle amongst me and my team. And then those guys ran the cart up the back to talk about a foot injury.
Yeah.
They ran up the back of my foot. I'm screaming and yelling. I mean, it was a scene and a half.
It was no holds barred. I'm telling you, it was a madhouse.
We got video online at WFGR.com, so we'll show that.
I was screaming and carrying on so much that I inhaled my own saliva and nearly drowned. So I'm limping, I'm coughing and hacking, and tears are rolling down my face, and I'm screaming at the guys, "You're too slow!" And I'm telling you, we went
As you
from,
held a cat in one arm.
just about. But we went from first to worst. I'm telling you, we didn't finish last, but
But
my
yeah, 5
word.
teams. You think, I expect to because I'm part of ZZM too, so I figured one way or another I'm going to win. Whether it's
Right.
with FGR or ZZM.
You'd go and join that team.
Didn't even get a top.
Nothing. Oh, well.
Top finish.
I got babysitting
disappointing.
duty yesterday. I watched Max.
Yeah, I saw that.
I bought him like a box of those fruit snacks and gave him 3 packages of them.
Yeah, thank you
Sugared
for
him
that.
up.
Yeah, I couldn't get him down for a nap the rest of the day.
What do I care?
Thanks.
He's not my kid.
Appreciate it.
How long does the food drive go?
It is through Monday of
Okay.
next week. So we have our work cut out for us.
Yeah.
How's the truck looking as far as filling it up?
You could shoot a cannon through it, but we're working on it.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
coming. It's
yeah,
coming.
and a lot of the food is collected in the grocery stores.
Right.
So we really, 200,000 pounds is like 5 semi-loads of
Wow.
food.
Okay.
So that's a lot. So we use that sort of symbolically, but a lot of this food is coming in through the stores. And we've had a lot of wonderful corporate donations like Gerber.
Yeah.
They gave us an
that's cool.
entire semi-truck of applesauce.
Nice.
Wow.
Yes, 42,000 pounds. I'm all into the poundage.
See?
Right.
Like, tortilla chips, not
And
so
they're
much.
too light.
Pasta sauce, peanut butter,
Paper
bring it on.
towels, no.
Perfect.
Tissues,
Well,
no.
stop up to TV 13. Are people greeting people where they drop these things off, or
Yeah,
is it?
some of the time, but sometimes it's pouring rain,
Yeah,
or
that's true.
people have things to do. So, but the truck is open and there's a big grocery cart out there. So even if there's nobody there, we will take
Cool.
donations.
Well,
Whatever
Catherine,
you can give.
Yeah,
It
even
is
if it's just
always
2 cans of
appreciated.
soup, it all
Yeah.
it all adds up.
It sure does.
I got to thank you for your work
Oh my gosh!
over
thanks
these
you
years
guys.
in West Michigan. You know what? And I'll tell you something else that most men would never admit. We daily watch Take 5
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
every day. We
Aw,
sit
that's
right
so
here,
nice.
and it's like 'cause the TV's behind Dave, and I'll be like, "Hey, turn around, look at this, turn around, look at that." So,
Well, we have an awful lot of fun
Yeah.
and get in trouble a little bit
Right.
from time to time, but
Might as well.
it is fun. It's like you guys because you're unscripted,
Yeah.
and the minute you go off script, and people aren't used to that in news, you
Right.
know?
Yeah.
And we're not
different
news
dynamic.
show, even though I have all these, years of news lady experience. So we wander off the path a few times.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Catherine, thanks so much for
Thank
coming
you
down. Best
so
of luck.
much.
Let us know if we can help any more on the food drive.
Whatever
we're
you
all
need.
in, and
Thank
we really appreciate all the work you've done for West Michigan over the years.
Thank you.
So much more than a newscaster. The great Catherine Berhendt, ladies and gentlemen.